Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sarojini Naidoo. I am Auntie Sarojini's niece. On behalf of the Naidoo family, I would like to welcome each and every one of you and thank you for braving this evening's weather as we celebrate the life of someone who is dear to all of us, my Aunt Sarojini, who affectionately is known to many in our family as Chitli. Her journey was marked by love, strength, and kindness, and her spirit will remain forever etched in our hearts. From her home was always open, her advice was always wise, and her love unconditional. She taught us the true meaning of family and friendship, and for that we are eternal. Memories we shared, let us find comfort in knowing that her legacy lives on through us. Let us celebrate her life by embodying the values that she held dear and actions. My aunt embodied the virtues of compassion, wisdom, and devotion. Her presence was a blessing, and her life a testament to the values we hold sacred. Offered guidance without judgment, and lived with unwavering faith. Her journey on this earthly plane may have ended, but her its eternal voyage. Let us pray for her peace and celebrate her life by living the lessons she imparted. May the divine guide her soul to eternal tranquility, and may her memory and dedication she showed to all of us. Thank you for being here today to honor the memory of such an extraordinary woman. Her love will continue to guide us, her strength will inspire us. This evening, I would please like to remind everyone to keep your phones on mute so as to avoid disrupting the prayer service. We will do a compilation of Chitti's favorite Sai bhajans. This will be followed by 4 speakers for the evening. Thereafter, we will hand over the proceedings to Guru Samlin, which will be followed by the vote of thanks. We will conclude with the immediate family offering their blessings, after which dinner will be served. We would like to now warmly welcome the Sai group who will lead us in this evening's bhajan service. Thank you.
நீல स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
We will now move over to the speakers for this evening. It is with great respect and honor to introduce someone who is very special, who has a very special place in my aunt's heart, her eldest son, Sarojini. Having shared countless cherished moments and valuable lessons with his mother, he is here to offer a heartfelt tribute that reflects the depth of their bond.
I did have the honor of penning a few words about my mother in a previous message, but I was unable to translate that myself on the funeral day. The opportunity to actually share some heartfelt sentiments about my precious mother. To describe my mother would be to actually describe the very nature of the light itself, both luminous and all-encompassing. Light is both a physical and metaphorical force, embodying the dual nature of the universe. In its physical form, light is electromagnetic radiation that travels in waves, illuminating our world and enabling life. It behaves both as a particle and a wave, transcending the boundaries of time and space. Light is essential for vision, growth, energy, nourishing, and sustaining life on Earth, just like a mother. We had the privilege and good karma as her children of birthing through a light being. And so, bathing in her joyous nature and tender care for all of our lives. To Sanki, Yashi, and myself, she was our loving awareness, our earthly guardian, a safe space to lay our wounded hearts and worldly woes, and I cannot even describe her transcendent ability to make the harshest moments seem like insignificant bumps on the road. And then, with her kind words and gentle hugs, she just made everything okay. Mum's relationship with us, her 3 boys, was non-transactional and unconditional. That is to say, we didn't need to be or do anything special to prove anything to her. She had the uncanny ability to make us feel loved and special with daily check-ins and caring text messages, and Mum's love cut through all social and financial hierarchies. All we needed to be loved was just exist. As mentioned in my previous words, she was a giver, not a taker. She was a bridge, not a cliff. She was a maker, not a breaker. She is the fragrance of forgiveness that the violet flower sheds on the very heel that has crushed her. And so, she was never about revenge and retribution, but rather about forgiveness and mercy. Mum's passing was both swift and profound. My family and I have felt the gravity of pain and loss that we have never experienced. And still, in some unspeakable way, my mum has tempered even the pain of death by easing us into it and allowing us, her closest, to be present at her very time of passing. A holy boon that we were granted and that will forever remain tattooed on our consciousness. In her final days in the hospital, my mum, in some kind of higher meditative state, still and peaceful, in a semi-coma, was shrouded in an auric blanket of shanti and grace that I cannot explain. She blessed all those who visited her bedside with a taste of this peace and well-being, as well as some other kind of spiritual enchantment that I cannot even name, but I can feel. My mother's passing has, in a sense, given us a rite of passage, so to speak, to keep her essence alive, an essence of kindness and joy, a testament to the very depths of her benevolent legacy. To live in her honor is to be an exemplary human, to make everyone's life that you touch better because you are in it. That would be my mother's message. I would like to think of Mum's passing as the next phase in our family's evolution. Mum's shift from physical to metaphysical in some strange and wonderful way allows her to be more available to us. Every time we think of her, she's near, offering her silent strength and watching over us with a loving smile. I know now that it is in the awareness of her spirit that we may access her guidance. And so, my mother's spirit lives on, woven into the very fabric of our hearts and lives that she has touched. Though she has moved beyond this world, her life's message remains a beacon of light, guiding us in moments of uncertainty. She is now part of the eternal, where peace and grace surround her. Her memory is a reminder that love transcends space and time, and that the bond that we share is everlasting. We are going to miss my mom. And this road of grief and memories is hard. But I have to remain faithful to what she would expect of me. Her life, as mentioned, describes the very nature of light. And so in the final analysis, light is what we need to be for each other. I thank you, Mommy, for being our light. I thank you for reminding me of the power of prayer, and that the memory of God comes only to the quiet mind. And so I will be still and never forget your windfall of grace. Love from your loving family.
Thank you, Roshan, for that beautiful homage to your mom. Our next speaker is my dear cousin Larisha, and that will be followed by Chiti's eldest granddaughter, our dearest Danika, and thereafter it will be Sarah.
Good evening, Om Sai Ram. My name is Larisha. For most of you that know me, I'm the niece to Saroj Perima and the daughter of the late Kamwa and Island. I have been tasked to read out a message from Pavitra, Saroj Perima's niece. It starts, "My beautiful Tantan, the originality of your name bears testament to the role that you played in each one of the Naidu grandchildren's lives, and later that of our spouses and now our children too. As I reflect upon the impact you have had in my life, I realize that even though you made us each feel like your favorite, we were all your favorites. The ability to make each one of us feel like you had a special place in your heart for us was effortless. Having lived in such close proximity to Pa's family for the most of my life, my earliest memories of Tantan are on the front balcony in Parlock, with Tantan always so smart in her NBS uniform, either coming from or leaving to work. You were the epitome of elegance, my dear aunt, never clumsy or unkempt, always so classy and poised. Every Thursday evening, I felt a sense of comfort in the familiarity of Tantan's presence at the Parlock Sai Center, Bhajans, week after week, earnestly singing in the front rows with her well-thumbed bhajan book, her powerful voice, and the signature shakers. Now I look back on how special those times were, before the age of social media and mobile phones, where we got to see you every week and regularly experience the keen interest you showed in our lives. Nari, Tri, and I was so blessed to be part of both your natural and Sai families. You always really were a mother to all of us, Tantan. Always so selfless, so joyful, and so full of love. Family events were more exciting when you were around and wanting to join in with the young ones and to share in all the excitement. You only ever wished for us to be happy, successful, and enjoy life to the fullest. My biggest blessing was when you and Pa came to stay with us in London all those years ago. The childlike wonder you showed us as we took you both around was priceless, and the immense gratitude you showed Yash and I for simply spending time with you, both during your time here, will always be etched in my heart. Over the years, living in the UK, my bond with Tantan strengthened. It is her I often turn to for comfort when I felt like the weight of being so far from home became too much. Not just for reassurance or empathy, but because of the earnesty and the power of her prayers, which could always be felt even across the oceans. Tantan always worried about us with genuine concern, arguably too much, and continuously prayed for our well-being. In the more recent years, with Yashi's relocation to the UK, the bond we had has grown ever stronger. As a mother now, I too understand the heartache of being separated from a child. I have since felt the need to take my responsibility as an older sister seriously so that my aunt had reassurance that her baby boy and his family are not alone. Her messages to me over the past few years confirmed this, this gave her great peace. I now pray that you give me the strength and the ability to continue to exhibit your love for them through me, Tantan. In the days leading up to her passing and in mourning her death, we all acknowledge that Tantan always wore her heart on her sleeve and carried all our burdens on her shoulders. Through all the pain and hurt she endured, she relied on the faith in Swami for respite. She forgave without remorse, an attribute that we can all strive towards. As we say goodbye, we will always treasure the precious memories with her. Remember to place value on the importance of staying united as a family, and will strive to enjoy life through the good and the bad times, just like our beloved Tantan did. Go in peace, my beautiful aunt. I feel so blessed to have known you, to have been loved by you, to have been touched by your light in this life. Love always, your daughter Pavitra, Yashlan, Mayan, and Karan. At this juncture, I would also like to take time to say a few words about my aunt on behalf of all my cousins. A lot has been said, and I just felt that being so close to her, as she called me Akka, it was my privilege and duty to speak on behalf of my cousins. An enormous soul has moved onto her journey, and I feel a large amount of sadness, but also a strength that comes from being surrounded by family and those that you love. Whilst death can be final, it teaches us to practice the art of detachment in a very personal way. So much has happened in a short period of time that I find myself thinking about so many critical incidents. Being a physician, I concerned myself about all the nitty-gritty details. She was well, and I saw her the day before, and in the blink of an eye, it all changed. Did she know this was going to happen? Did she try to warn us? All the events that led up to a hospital admission. I thought it was going to be another one of those ones where she would come back. Did she receive the correct treatment? Could I have done more? But then there's the art of acceptance and surrendering to Swami. And I have made peace with it all, and I realized I was blessed to have the up there that I had, and I have no regrets. All is exactly as it should be. Words that spring to mind when I think of Chitti: light, kindness, joy, love, purity, faith, forgiveness, seva, strength, family, gourmet cuisine, and my personal favorite, a social media influencer. Just imagine if WhatsApp existed in the great beyond. Firstly, my Saroj Perima was what you could describe as pure love, and my brother said she was sunshine. She had the ability to make you feel seen in the most mundane of accolades and feel like it was an extraordinary achievement. She was humble and always spoke of how, as a young lady, one should carry oneself in society and develop the strength to rise above all obstacles in your life and create the life that you envisioned for yourself. Prayer and faith should always be sincere. There is no such thing as the perfect prayer, but a sincere, good, kind-hearted one is relevant. She was stylish. She brought a sense of drama and mystery into everything in a very upbeat and cheerful way. She was happiness personified. The other amazing thing, besides the best food, was her uncanny ability to forgive those and continue to be the best version of herself despite whatever challenges she faced. She never let circumstances or people change her kind ways. She always reminded me that communication is a two-way street and you try your level best before you give up on a task or a person. The main thing is that she was my ate and she loved me like her own daughter. And I became very close to her when my parents died. She has been there for me in ways that only an ate can. She always remarked of how she missed them and how I remind her so much of them. Those are just a few of the amazing qualities that I will miss. Her enthusiasm, zest for life, her enormous heart, warm and caring soul. I hope she's partying up a storm with Dylan and Kamo just like the old days. Man, she could sing and dance. May we all choose to remember all her noble qualities and happy moments in rising up to the challenge of being better humans in all our days to come. She would have wanted us to celebrate her life and live out the values that she instilled in each and every one of us. I would like to conclude with a quote that epitomizes my aunt by Rumi. If everything around you seems dark, look again. You might be the light. Light and love always. Om Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. Okay. Om Sai Ram. I have written a letter for my mom, and I would like to read that. Dear Mom, I remember when I came to your house, and you were so excited to see us that you made raisin scones, and only 7 of them contained no raisins. I smiled and giggled silently because I knew you had made it for me because of how much I hate raisins. And I was right. It was for me. I remember last year when I finished my exams, you sent a video of you dancing and saying how happy you were and that it was time to party and chill, and you would throw the best parties. I remember every time I would attend a family gathering with people I didn't know, the first person I would look for was you. Ma, you always had the time to listen to all my stories and have taught me lessons I will never forget, the lessons of value. Ma, losing you reminds me of a pretty balloon. When one day you come out of a birthday party, walking proudly with your balloon tied to your wrist, until it unties and floats away. At first, you might feel really sad whenever you think of it, because you wanted to keep the balloon with you. But you remember that it has an amazing view, can see everything from a different perspective, and is watching us from above. Grief is like that. Whenever you think about your balloon, you feel sad that it's gone, but you realize of how proud that it was your balloon out of all the others in the sky flying away, reaching its destination, and the happy moments you had with it, with you. Ma, you are my balloon. I miss you so much that it hurts, but I know you are here with me, with us. And I want to say that I am happy you are at your final destination and where you want to be. I love you, Mom. Next will be my cousin, Ma's oldest grandson, coming to talk next. Sarojini Naidoo, thank you.
Om Saram. This is for Saroj, Ma, my grandmother. She was a warm-hearted and devoted individual. Ma was the very light that guided us with her boundless compassion and kindness through dark and uncertain times. She always found a way to connect family and friends. She was a happy soul that radiated joy through her determination to give. Ma spread her gifts of edible love, but what she didn't know, that her presence was the most precious gift of all. She found the bright side to every situation, lifting others' spirits and bringing laughter to the crowd. Ma, you are the embodiment of happiness, and we are eternally grateful to be blessed by your presence and thankful for the time we have shared. Now, as you drift away in the cosmos, we are reminded on how your love has touched every one of our hearts, forever in debt to the brightest star in our sky. Thank you, Ma, for your life. From your grandson, Sarav, and family.
Thank you, Aroshan, Larisha, Danika, Pavitra, and Sarav for those wonderful words. I would now like to hand over this evening's proceedings to Guru Samran.
எல்லோருக்கும் அன்பு கலந்த வணக்கம், நமஸ்காரம். அன்பளை காலஞ்சென்ற அம்மையார் திருமதி சரோஜினி ஆத்மாவின் சார்பில் நாம் அனைவரும் கடைசி மரியாதையும் பிரார்த்தனை செலுத்த கடமையுடன் நாம் இங்கு கூடியிருக்கின்றோம். இந்த நேரத்தில் நாம் ஆண்டு அழுது புரண்டால் இந்த மாண்ட உயிர் மீண்டும் வரப்போவதில்லை. ஆனால் நாம் எவ்வளவு பிரார்த்தனை செய்கின்றோமோ, மாண்ட இந்த உயிருக்கு மட்டும் இல்லாமல் இந்த குடும்பத்தாருக்கும் பயனுள்ளதாக இருக்கும் என்று நாம் கருதுகின்றோம். Our greetings to your family and friends. Vanakkam and namaskaram to you. We're going to conduct the second half of our prayer this evening, which is Deeparadhane. We will ask immediate family members to come forward first and to offer prayer. And while they do that, we'll be singing hymns from our Devaram, which is a collection of hymns left by our great Saivite saints. The bulk contributed by four of them: Tirunana Sambandar, Tirunavakarasar, Sundar, and Manika Vasagar. If you're familiar with the hymns that we will recite, please join us in singing, seeing that we all here with a common purpose, and that is the purpose of joint prayer. புழியற்கோன் வெப்பொழித்த புகழியற்கோன் கழல் போற்றி கல்மிதப்பில் அறிந்தவிர் நான் அறிவோசி வாழி திருநாவலூர் வலு தொண்டர் பரமோசி புரிமணி திருவாரூர திருத்தால் போற்றி தோடுடைய செவியன் வினையேறியோருவன் மதிசூடி தோடுடைய செவியல் வினையேறியோருவன் மதிசூடி காடுடைய சுடலை மொழி பூசிய உள்ளம் கவற்றல்கள் ஏடுடைய மலர்தான் ஏடுடைய மலர்தான் உனை நாள் பணிந்த அருள் செய்த தீருடைய வீரமாகுரம் ஏவிய பெம்மான் இவன் நல்கே அலமேய அருளெறிய மறைவல்ல முனியகன் பொய்யே அலமேய பெருநெறிய வீரமாகுரம் ஏவிய பெம்மான் இவன் கல்வி ஒரு நெறிய மனம் வைத்துட ஞான சம்பந்தன் உரை செய்த திருநெறிய தமிழ் வல்லவர் தொல்வினை தீர்வல் எளிதாமே திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். மாசினிழையே ஏசலில்லையே வாசித்தீரவே காசு நல்குவே மாசினிழையே ஏசலில்லையே இரவராயினே மரத்தினிழையே அரைப்பு காசி முழுமை நல்குவே இரவராயினே மரத்தினிழையே அரைப்பு காசினே முழுமை நல்குவே பக்தனாய் பாட மாட்டேன் பரமனே பரம யோகி பக்தனாய் பாட மாட்டேன் பரமனே பரம யோகி எத்தினால் மாத்தீசே முதல்வா உன்னை எண்ணினாரும் எனக்கு இனியானில்லை. என்னுடன் இனியான் கோவனுடன், என்னுடன் இனியான் கோவனுடன், என்னுட உயிர்ப்பாய் புறம் கொண்டு போக்கி, என்னுட உயிர்ப்பாய் புறம் கொண்டு போக்கி,
very much. And thank you to everybody that has offered their blessings to our dear mom this evening. We are about to conclude our program, and I'd now like to call Sandrine, who would like to say a few words.
I spent a bit of time considering what did I have to say to my mother. And there really wasn't that much. And other than this, thank you, Mommy, for the breath I take. Thank you, Mommy, for every step along this path I make. The destinations reached, and those yet to be. In every moment, you've guided me. Thank you, Mommy, for a life so bright, as I wander with joy through love's pure light. This little boy, still holding your hand, grateful to you wherever I stand. Thank you, Mommy, for your caring smile, a picture forever imprinted in my mind. Through every storm, through every climb, thank you, Mommy, for carrying me through time. From toddler to teenager, through adolescence and beyond, somehow you always knew what to say, what to do, through those times far gone. I have learnt a lot during my precious times with you. As a father today, your message rings eternally true. Thank you, Mommy, once again. Because of you, I stand tall, a man amongst men. I say goodbye, deeply sad at heart. I know that as I continue this journey, we shall never be apart. Tall I stand, my heart understands. I will always be your little boy holding your hand. Quiet, I tell myself. Listen, it's Mom's whisper my heart just felt. I love you, Mommy, till we meet again. The vote of thanks on behalf of our family.
Good afternoon, everyone. Deeply moved our family. Throughout the funeral and the numerous ceremonies that have been held in Ma's honor, it has become so clear that Ma touched lives in ways we hadn't fully realized. Behind the scenes, with a quiet strength and warmth, she made a profound impact on so many, as evidenced. It is an honor to stand here today and express gratitude on behalf of the family as we reflect on just how wonderful and far-reaching Ma's influence has been in so many people's lives. There are moments in life that define the very essence of family, and Ma's final days were one of those moments. We were fortunate to have our family's closest friend, a brother, by her side, not just as a doctor, but as someone who cared deeply. He provided the perfect balance of compassion and medical expertise, ensuring she was comfortable and surrounded by those who loved her. His dedication was more than just professional. It was personal
and for that we are eternally grateful. But the kindness and love didn't stop there. Every one of you, from the family members who held her hand and prayed by her bedside, to those who managed the little details like food, flowers, notices, and even managing a group chat that kept us from overwhelming messages. Your actions spoke volumes. Kugan, Subhash, Auntie Jyothi, Uncle Rajan, Uncle Vidya, Auntie Panji. Only to name just a few, but far too many to name. You understood what we needed without us ever having to ask. And you stood by us, united, during our darkest hours. It's in moments like these that family isn't defined by how often we see one another or how far apart we may live. Whether we were distant relatives or close, whether oceans or miles separated us, all of those barriers disappeared. What would have been a cousin became a sister. What would have been a distant relative became a brother. But the unity and love that bound us together during this time are beyond words, and we will forever remember the strength and comfort it brought us. This past week has shown us the true power of selflessness, where the need to help was not even a question, but an instinctive action from everyone who knew us, who loved Ma, and who stood with us. You helped carry our burden, and for that we will always be thankful. To each and every one of you, our family and friends, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your unwavering support, your love, but most importantly, your presence. We could not have walked this path without you. Ma, today we gather not just to say goodbye, but to weave our hearts and memories into a vessel of love, one that carries the depth of devotion to you. This gathering is our way of wrapping you in the warmth of our love, to keep you safe and comforted as you sail toward the horizon and into God's gentle embrace. We trust that the love we share today will be the wind that guides you home. Thank you.
Thank you, Sankran and Diana, for those moving words. I think we've now reached the conclusion of our program, and dinner will be served shortly. Thank you, everyone, for your attendance. Sorry, I think Guru wants to say a few words. Oh.
Family and friends, can I ask you all to please rise now and join us in concluding prayer?
Kamalam Arunitu
கருதா பிழையும் கசந்துருகி நில்லா பிழையும் நினையா பிழையும் நினைந்தெழுத்தே சொல்லா பிழையும் துதியா பிழையும் தொழா பிழையும் எல்லா பிழைகளையும் பொறுத்தருவாய் சீகம்மணி. ஓம் சுவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. Thank you, family and friends. Please be seated.
Thank you, everybody. This concludes today's program. Dinner will be served. You may help yourselves to the buffet in the back. Thank you.